Todd Howard hasn't launched a well-received game since 2015 with Fallout 4. And some people wouldn't even give him that one, which brings his year of last success to 2011, 15 years ago. 15 years since this guy gave us a product that we wanted. But for some reason, every time he speaks, people love him so much because 15 years ago he made a game that we liked. So there's some potential, there's some hope. Well, I have some bad news for you, and it's of course based in... If a guy's only pushing out mid-content and he's grossly overhyping everything that he says he's touching, then he's not tapped in anymore, and he doesn't know what people want. This is just a fact. There's a decent amount of people that don't like Fallout 4. I liked it, but let's just pretend we're one of those people right now. 15 years since we got a Bethesda game that we liked. 15 years since we got a Todd Howard game that we liked. 15 years of him hyping up shit that we just didn't really want. Think of it like this. If Todd Howard was your partner, and he went on a business trip and he cheated on you, then he came back home and said, I won't do it again, and then came out with Starfield 7 years later, it's the equivalent of him going on another business trip, cheating on you again. Now he's come home and he said, guess what? Next time I got what you want, I won't do it. Even if he won't, even if it's a great game, there's no reason to trust Todd Howard. He's lost his credibility. He has turned into a guy who makes good video games that people want, to a guy who's abusing his old engine like a workhorse, absolutely like treating it like a 1800 subhuman, and he's just become a marketing face for Bethesda. His role in Bethesda now is to promote games because he's famous, because he's Todd Howard, because his interviews are cool, because he seems down to earth. I'm not saying he's not a good guy. I'm not even saying he's not trying. But what I am saying is there's absolutely zero reason to trust this guy. It's been a long time since he's come out with a banger. A really long time.
And we got a lot of well-deserved criticism.
And that's not okay when the face of your marketing team is the guy working on games and he doesn't know what people want. That's not a good look. And I don't care how cool he is. I don't care how many cool podcasters' interviews he went on and said, this is how I feel about games, and all of his opinions were correct. The matter of the fact is what he's putting out and producing into the world in terms of video game creation isn't what people want, and it's not very good. It's above mediocre, and that's only because he has an insane budget to work with. And that's not to say that people don't like what he puts out. Obviously, enough people do. But the reality is most people are just giving it a chance because it's a big Todd Howard Bethesda game. There's not much more to it other than you guys believing the hype. Remember Cyberpunk? There was like 90 delays and then it came out broken. If I were a smart individual, I would be wary of their next launch, no matter how much fun and exciting it is, no matter how much they fixed it post-launch. Same with Todd Howard. He hasn't released a banger in 15 years to some people, and to everyone else, 11 years, which isn't that short of a time. Are we also waiting for Tupac to come out with a new hit? And look, that's not to say that I don't want the next game to be a banger, but all signs are pointing to them using the same 50-year-old engine for this new game. I don't know what we're doing anymore. I really don't get it. If you don't agree with why we shouldn't trust Todd Howard, let me know why. If you're a gigantic Bethesda fan and you've already pre-ordered the $900 Super Edition that comes with 4 different colors and a map, let me know. In real life, when people fuck you over this much and somehow are still at the top of the food chain in terms of PR, how do you not see them as just some guy marketing shit to you that every time for the past at least 11 years hasn't really been what you wanted? How do you justify that? I really want to know in the comments how you can justify trusting this guy based off of his words when all of his actions have completely contradicted everything that he said and everything that everybody wants. How can you actually justify that? Again, I want this guy to succeed because it's good for all of us if he makes a banger, but it's been 11 years. It's been 15 years. I lost hope. I've completely lost hope. Please surprise me, Todd.